So it is Wednesday, July 3rd, and we are on the way to Kevin's to watch some fireworks here, pretty late at night. And Mom, Grandma, is going to talk about some memories of 60 years ago tonight. You ready, Mom? What happened?
We went to have the groom's supper, and Ramona had just flown in on the plane, and we did have a rehearsal where Marcia and Keith were our attendants.
Ramona flew in from where?
She was living in St. Paul. She was happy before her accident, and she just said, at Delancey, he is so funny. He can be.
Grandpa Cantine?
Yes, she.
Delancey from Truman.
We all had fish, even though they ate fish with us.
Fridays, Catholics ate fish even in summer, year-round?
Year-round. It was a day of fast. And then they finally broke that. It was a nice, because now we hear that fish are very healthy for you, and everybody should have fish every week, once a week at least, something with fish.
So what else did you do? I got to keep this on, Mom. This is Hollywood. They need to see your face.
What did we do?
What did you do on the night? You got married on a Saturday, July 4th?
Yes.
So what did you do Friday night?
We had
besides rehearsal and the fish.
And ate fish, and then we went back to the house where I lived. And everybody, I had beds made and ready for everybody.
Okay.
I didn't sleep very well. I think I did sleep some, but I was really, I was tired the next day.
Oh, you think you slept some?
I think I slept a little bit, but not enough for a full night's sleep.
You were nervous or excited?
Both. Larry's parents got to stay at the Ellsworth Air Force Base.
Yeah?
And Blanche and Cecil came from Minnesota.
Okay.
You had to have a small wedding because in those days most people were still milking cows. Like Jean and Lillian had to stay home. Somebody had to milk the cows.
Oh.
And
so everybody pretty much came though for the wedding that you wanted to, or that you had invited?
Yeah, that I had invited, but I didn't invite. I mean, I didn't have any relatives. Yes, I did have some relatives, cousins. Ed Campa's daughter.
How many people did you invite? How many people showed up?
I don't know. I suppose I wrote it down someplace. I know Grandma Cantine complimented me because I sent out my thank yous right away. And this house is still standing where we first lived.
In Rapid City, it still stands.
Yeah,
do you know what the address is?
No, I might have it someplace, but...
When did you see it last?
The last time we drove by, that was about a year ago. When we took that trip, Scott wanted our family to have a trip. And he did a lot of research, and he found a really nice place in Custer. And I just remember there were deer right behind our cabin where we stayed. And the whole family, everybody stayed in this one place.
How much was your wedding dress?
My wedding dress, I think, was around maybe $60 and $80.
You still have it?
Yes.
Where do you keep it?
Place above in the closet.
Where did you get the wedding dress? Webster?
I think it was Barbara's bridal, and it was
In what town?
in the city. It was
In Rapid City?
no, it was either Minneapolis or St. Paul.
Oh.
We were gonna live. We had plans to go. We were both gonna go to school, University of Minnesota, and then we decided Mankato was a lot more like the schools we had attended. The credits were easier. So I finished my degree. I got, let's see, I finished my degree in Minnesota, and that was really easy. I had to take Minnesota, the counties. We had to memorize all the counties and where they were and label that. And I thought, gee, I've never had to do this for Rapid or for South Dakota. See.
Back to the wedding, is there anything that went wrong? Do you remember?
No.
Or was it the perfect rehearsal?
It was perfect. It was perfect. I didn't know the girl who played the organ. The priest found somebody because it was a Saturday. And it was just hard to get.
Did you watch fireworks that night?
We went to, we opened our gifts. I don't know what we did about supper. I can't even remember. But
what were you thinking that night?
What was I thinking? I always had the feeling that Larry was too good for me, and he just hated when I'd say that.
Even that first night?
I mean, just being married to someone who's so good and nice, and I always thought he was, like Marcia said, and he was so good looking. Everybody would say that about him. So.
Kai. Kai. Stopped a second to look at that one. Kai, look at that. Fire.
Hi.
Side of the state, Dinosaur Park in Rapid City will be able to welcome even more visitors this summer. Over the past year, it's seen several renovations, making it.
You were there 60 years ago today, Mom. Did you go to the top?
Kettleland's Tyler Lauder takes us to the top of the park's new path.
After the parks
You were up by the dinosaurs with Dad?
Rosemary and Ramona had never
They've had a
been
goal
there.
of improving the quality of the park.
Who had never been there? Rosemary and Ramona?
My two sisters,
Can enjoy Dinosaur Park.
Moms with strollers,
my two brothers
individuals
were
who
at the farm.
grandkids, individuals using wheelchairs. It's accessible for everybody, and as I understand, the Lakeland Bee Education
Somebody had to milk the cows.
The beauty of it, the enhancements are just really terrific.
Matt Friedel and his team worked hard to get this park ready for the upgrades.
Dinosaur Park, of course, should be like the epicenter of finding out about cool dinosaurs. So